Get ready for a 6-minute office stretch. The first movement is a shoulder roll. The purpose is to loosen up and start the blood circulation in your shoulders and neck after sitting statically for a long time. This area keeps a lot of the stress and tension from writing and clicking. After a few circles, you can rotate in the opposite direction. Moving on to the second exercise, and that is a back stretch. The exercise stretches the back of your shoulders and the muscles between your shoulder blades. This is an area that you might tense unconsciously if you are stressed. Here, you also stretch your forearms and fingers. Alright, moving on to the next exercise, and that is a body rotation. This rotation exercise will help you release some of the tension you might feel in your lower back. Sitting for extended periods of time can make your lower back tight and aching. Note, do not go too far with this exercise. You just need to rotate a little to feel the stretch in your lower back. It can also be performed seated. Moving on to the next exercise called spine hygiene. Place 2 fists on your glutes and push your hips forward while stretching your chest. After a while, you can start rotating your hips slowly in small circles and pause where you feel you need to stretch. Moving on to the next exercise, and that is a standing knee to elbow. Gently start rotating your body while driving your elbow to the opposite knee. This will help you loosen up your lower back while activating your core. Alright, moving on to the sixth exercise, and that is a front hip stretch. The lower body often becomes tight from sitting too much. This especially applies to the muscles in the front of the hips called the hip flexors. By stretching this muscle regularly, you reduce this tightness. Here you are supposed to feel a gentle stretch on the front of your hips. Moving on to the next exercise, and that is a cat camel. First of all, I know what you're thinking, this exercise might look a bit strange, but trust me, this exercise is very helpful for lower back pain. First, curve the back like a camel for 3 seconds. Then, reverse the movement and curve like a cat for 3 seconds. Moving on to the next exercise, and that is a glute stretch. The purpose of doing this stretch is specifically to target a little muscle in your glute known as the gluteus medius. You see, if this muscle gets tight, it can be a source of lower back pain. Do this stretch on both sides and as often as you'd like. Alright, good job. Now let's do the same stretch just with the opposite leg. Moving on to the next stretch, and that is a Spiderman stretch. I know this stretch might look a bit difficult and requires some mobility, but once you get the hang of it, it's a great stretch for your hips, lower back and chest. It starts like a lunge with one hand in the ground. Then push your hips down while rotating your upper body and reaching towards the ceiling. Alright, good job. Now let's do the same stretch just with the opposite leg. Finally, let's move on to a glute bridge, or alternatively, foam rolling. The glute bridge is a great exercise to activate the muscles in your lower back and glutes. Since these muscles are inactive for the most part of your seated workday, this exercise might feel very comfortable after long periods of sitting. Alternatively, you can do foam rolling. Start from your shoulder blades and roll down to your mid-back. 3, 2, 1, finish. Good job. If you repeat this 6-minute upper stretch every day, you will not only relieve your back pain, improve your mobility and feel great. You will also increase your productivity and maintain a consistently high energy level throughout the day.